Oh, of course, he says go as I'm taking a sip of a drink. Hi, guys. What's up? It's Kate. This is DateFails. We're at All Things Comedy in the studio. What do you guys think? New studio.
I love it.
You love it?
It smells good in here.
Does it?
It does. It's a little chilly, but it smells good.
It is
I like it.
We keep it that way so your nipples are hard. So. I can't smell it. You smell something in
It
here?
just smells like wood.
Yeah.
Like new wood. new cameras and stuff.
There is a lot of wood in here. And they made it brighter since last time I came, which I like because it was a little more dim. And now you guys on camera, look, you guys are, wait, now I'm on there, but you're very glowy. See how glowy?
Oh, man, yeah.
I don't like bright.
You don't like bright?
No, it feels like I'm getting integrated. What?
What did you
Interrogated.
Interrogated.
This is what happens when I wake up early.
I know. Brian walked in. You guys, it's 1:30, and I was like, "Thanks for coming. I know this is early for you. It is, though. It's early for me too. Like lately, it really is.
I got up early this morning for some stupid reason.
What's early for you?
Not that like 9:30.
Okay.
You're right. That's not early. Huh?
That's when I
like,
woke up, but I guess,
okay,
yeah,
but you know that's like
way early.
Whoa, hey, come
You
on,
woke up
man.
at 9:30?
Yeah, this diet I'm on right now makes me wake up early. I guess that's one of the benefits of it. You get to wake up at 9:30 and do nothing.
Okay, I want to
Hate
talk
life.
all about it. Wait, before I do, I should just say that my guests today are, first of all, the godfather of podcasting. That's what I call
You
you.
shouldn't say that here.
Well, it's yeah, but I mean, you kind
You
of
might know half these shows that I started on the wall.
Exactly. I mean, you did. You launched so many podcasts and great comedian. And you're not really. You're still doing Ice House Chronicles. Are you doing any other podcasts?
Kill Tony.
Oh, duh.
That's probably our biggest one that's blowing up. I do mine occasionally, but not really.
Huge.
But Ice House we do every twice a month.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. I'm actually shocked that Kill Tony is not on TV yet. I keep thinking Comedy Central or somebody's gonna buy it for sure.
It's in the works.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
In
I
the
can
works.
see that
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be such a good show. So anyway, guys, Brian Redban. Woo! That was me cheering alone. It's fine. And then Dustin, dude, I have to tell you. So Dustin Ybarra, actor, also amazing comedian.
Thank you.
You've been on so many shows. I can't even name all the shows. I mean, I watched you on Gotham.
That was so fun.
What's the last thing that you just worked on?
Kevin Probably Saves the World.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
we just got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you bastard.
Sorry.
But everything gets canceled now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like nothing lasts anymore more than like 2 seasons. Like everything is out.
Yeah, it was ABC too, so I was trying to figure out like, okay.
How to replace Roseanne?
Yeah, and who else needs to say something racist so that we got a shot?
You're like, if everyone on the network could just say some racist shit, so there's no one left.
Oh, that'd be great. We'd have to they put a Tuesday nights at 9 or something. A good spot.
You know, Tom Segura had a funny tweet today. He said he took a bunch of Ambien last night, and then he woke up and he did like 2 little racist but funny like things.
Yeah.
But even like if you read the people replying like, "Oh, your podcast is canceled," dude, that's not funny. Like and
They're
it was
so serious.
It's so just,
Whoa,
it's so
dude.
everything is so serious.
People
It is.
take
I don't even-
shit.
yeah.
It's crazy. Like the other night, I tweeted a joke. I said, like, if you love something, they say if you love something, set it free, but it's hard to do. So as a favor to my friend, I dropped her cat off in the woods or something like that. People were like seriously pissed. They were like, that's not funny. It's mean.
I didn't even know that was
Dude,
a joke. I thought
yeah.
you really did that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty fucked up.
You're like, what a bitch. No, of course
yeah.
it's a joke. I'm not going to drop a cat
People
off in
do
the
that.
woods.
People freak out, yeah.
You think I would take my friend's cat when she's not home and drop it off in the woods?
Dude, I had a problem with a cat that was peeing all over my house. And I was like, I don't want to like take her to the pound or anything. And I've tried every possible thing I could do to fix this. So I was like going to just buy like a little hot air balloon with a little basket and put her in there, just let her float away. And then when somebody found her, it's their problem.
No,
that sounds fun.
I know, I
yeah.
wouldn't do it.
No one would find it. What if it floated all the way up to where airplanes are and got hit?
Well, I would weight it down so it would only be able to go up a certain,
And then
you
as
could weight
it
it
starts-
down a
Oh,
little.
that
you
would
know?
suck though. An airplane hits it like the goose that they hit in the sky
yeah.
sometimes.
What
Boom.
if it happened?
It would definitely be Southwest. It would definitely be one of those planes.
Actually, you know what? That would be kind of fun if we got some kind of hot air balloon type thing, and we won't put cats in it because people get mad. But we could
they
we could put in like weird notes and our phone number, and then see how many people actually call us.
Or like stuff that people don't care about as much, like a live lobster or something like that.
You want just the thrill of something dying. I want something alive.
I don't think a lobster would survive. Don't they need
Well,
water?
All right,
You
then.
can put him in a tank up there. That'd be funny.
Like a gerbil?
a rat.
Yeah.
How about a rat?
Oh, if I found found a rat, I would freak the fuck out.
I dated a girl who had a rat.
A pet rat?
Pet
Dude,
rat.
I don't understand that. Those people. Michael Jackson was friends with a rat.
Oh God.
Friends?
Yeah, I remember I saw. This is so weird. I saw some made-for-TV Michael Jackson movie growing
Well, that
up.
was just somebody that like narked on him for or sucking kids off or something.
Yeah, right?
He wrote a
Exactly.
song
They're rats,
about him, I
see?
think.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard this about cats because when I was a kid, we had cats, and I think we had to get rid of the cats eventually because I guess once they start peeing around the house,
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
they keep smelling it and they'll keep peeing in that spot.
Oh yeah, I had to throw away. I had to tear up all my carpets, throw away my new couch, new bed. I had to pee on my bed.
When was this?
On my bed.
When?
Maybe like four or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
That's not. I don't like animals that much. I like animals, but not enough where it's like, dude, you
Yeah,
gotta.
you can't get rid of the smell. It's like
Yeah.
even though like the best stuff you buy on Amazon doesn't work. We tried every single thing. I tried vinegar. And place smelled like vinegar for a while. It was
Nothing
horrible.
You
works.
just had to cover it up with something like stinky.
Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
spread shit on the walls.
Fart spray.
Dude, maybe. I'm so glad that you said I don't like animals that much.
You don't?
They're all right. I mean, I like animals, but
You don't hate them, but you're like, whatever.
I'm not like adopting an animal because it's like I know that I don't have I'm not that responsible. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the road or just not caring a lot.
Yeah, but a
So,
cat, you could put down like a bag of food and a gallon of water. And
But the
be gone for a
smell,
week.
then I got the smell, then I got the pee, and I'm already messy. So it's like, dude, I would.
Yeah, I've
like,
thought about getting a cat a few times just because I want something in my apartment that's like alive besides me. And also, I feel like it would eat like the cockroaches and stuff that come in there, I think.
Oh man, you should move, Kate.
I know, right? But the thing is, like, I hate that smell of litter. Like, there's nothing worse than when you go to someone's house and you
litter
can
smell.
smell
Yes.
any
So
pet.
worse.
Dude,
Any pet.
my aunt had like 9. She had 11 cats, bro. She had 11
God.
cats, and I smelled like cat, dude, because I lived with her, and I would go out, because I'd started doing stand up. People were like, "Man, you smell like cat, dude." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh man, I smell like cat. It's disgusting."
It's
so
okay
gross.
when you have a big house, but you're living in Los Angeles, these little 2-bedroom apartments, 1-bedroom apartments. There's nowhere to put the cat litter. So we kept ours in the kitchen. So we're like cooking food while you're smelling shit.
That's what I mean.
I like those outside cats, man. They just don't give a fuck.
Outside
dude.
cats are like vicious,
They're insane,
though. Yeah,
right?
they're crazy.
Yeah.
I like animals, like they're cute, but I'm scared of animals I don't know. Like, I got in the car the other day with a little puppy and it was like terrorizing me. It was like jumping all over me and trying to bite me.
You just
and-
need the right kind of, if you get the right kind of dog, like Shih Tzus are pretty much cats that go to the bathroom outside. You know, like my dog never barks. It
dog is
never
really
moves.
cute.
I have
Yeah.
2 of them now, and they just sit there and smile. They don't do anything.
I don't know. That seems kind of racist. Adopting a dog for a specific. You've been bred for.
That's what
Yeah.
you have to do.
Sitting inside.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you think about these now, how dogs are allowed on planes? Like, I was on a plane with a 40-pound husky.
Oh wow.
Oh, I heard a lot of airlines are actually going backwards on this now. Where I forget which one the other day just released something where they're like, no more. We have to stop this because there's too many dogs.
It's crazy. This guy, he had a 40-pound dog on the plane, and the dog didn't have a seat.
What was he doing? Was the dog just hanging out?
The
Like-
guy fucking, I swear to God, the plane's taking off. The dog's sitting on the guy's lap, a 40-pound. I mean, it looked like he had a grown person sitting on his lap, just staring forward. And all that was on, it had a little rope around his mouth so it couldn't bite people. But then he had to take that off for it to eat and drink water. Then he pulled out a full-size dog bowl, like a humongous dog bowl, and sets it on the little tray.
What was this? Was this Spirit Airlines?
United.
That
United.
feels like a
Feels like a
Spirit
Spirit
Airline.
airline.
I know, Spirit is bullshit. And then they'd make you pay extra to sit next to the dog. That's Spirit.
You can only do Spirit once. You learn.
Yeah.
I did it one
True.
time. I
Yeah,
won't even-
everyone does
yeah,
it one time.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's what Spirit counts on, I think, is just, okay, we're going to get everyone on the planet,
I had the
you know, but they'll only do it once.
I had the best story. I did, right when Spirit like came out, I guess, or I don't know. It was my first
When you
time.
heard of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
first time ever hearing about it.
So, yeah, people are like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
$29
Yeah.
plane ticket?
Yeah, and
You
then
should know. You should know when you see that price. Like, nothing good happens for that
Too
cheap.
cheap to
oh,
fly.
and then when
Yeah.
you have to like pay $5 for the print out your plane ticket just to get on the plane, and like there was all
Whoa,
this. Yeah,
right there is, you know, like, what am I
People don't
heading
even
into
know
right
about
now?
that, or even to talk to. They're like, "Do you want to talk to a customer representative?" that'll be $10 extra.
Yeah.
Like you can't even talk to someone.
I sat down in my seat and there was crayon written all over the back of the seat in front of me. And I was
said,
just like,
"Fuck
this
Spirit."
You know,
Yeah, it's
it was
probably
just
a
like-
passenger too. Some dude.
Yeah. And it was like just the grossest, like, what? Are you not going to clean this in between flights? So then I'm like, what is it? What do they have to eat? And so I open up like the menu thing and spaghetti just fell. I'm like, fuck Spirit Airlines.
Oh man.
I can't even believe they had spaghetti on the.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't know.
people don't understand. Like Spirit is, you can't even buy Wi-Fi. It's literally like being on a bus that you're locked into with no service. Like the lowest level people in
Not even
society.
a good bus, like a mega dollar bus.
With people that aren't doing good in life also.
It's so fucking bad. I just paid like literally an extra $200 for a flight to avoid flying Spirit. Like I could have flown Spirit for like $40. I was like, I'd rather spend $300 and fly. But then I flew United, and then United's getting just as, I'm telling you, man.
They're getting bad.
Fuck, the last 2 United flights I was on, there wasn't outlets in the seats. The Wi-Fi didn't work. It
God.
was so bad. The blanket had like shit on it. Like it was
Well,
disgusting.
what is this, Band of Brothers? Come on.
I don't know, man. I just feel like flying is one of those things though that it's like tampons. You need it. Like you have to do it. You can't not fly. Like if you have to go somewhere that's too far to
Yeah,
drive.
but you could also always go like JetBlue, you know, you don't or Delta. I like
JetBlue's
Delta.
Is that like a 1 tier above Spirit, or is it?
Jet-
no,
JetBlue is
JetBlue is like
Oh
Virgin.
shit, it is good. It
Yeah,
is
it's
good.
where
So
everything's
good.
Blue on
blue
that
inside.
one.
And it's just
Yes.
like you
Oh,
feel like
I
you're in
love
an
that.
Apple store. I love it.
JetBlue is amazing.
I love
And
JetBlue.
free Wi-Fi on JetBlue. That's like a new thing.
Well, if you're a T-Mobile customer, a lot of
I
them you
know.
just log into T-Mobile and put your phone number in, you get free Wi-Fi on a lot of planes.
That's actually that's almost made me switch to T-Mobile alone because I spend so much money on plane. I get the Wi-Fi. If it could be to Vegas, I get the Wi-Fi.
Do you ever do because they let you do like, would you like 30 minutes of Wi-Fi or the whole day?
I
And
buy
it's
the
like,
whole
oh,
day.
All I need is 30, but then it's like, oh my god, I
Yeah,
should have bought.
you pay for 30 and then you keep paying and paying, and by the
Yes.
end of the flight, you're like, I paid $200 for it.
I'm asleep every single flight.
Really?
I never stay awake.
Do you take something?
No, it's just like I purposely go. All right, I know I'm ready to fly. I'll stay up because I'm not staying awake on the plane. There's
No
no
way.
way in the world. Like being awake on a plane is torture to me.
That's
like,
tough. Yeah.
It is.
Just sitting there, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have my thing where I put my little headphones in. I have my little app that has like rainwater hitting a fence, and then sunglasses and
that's good.
put my hoodie on and just pull it tight so no one can see me. And I
You do sleep now that I think about it because I've flown with you and you fucking knock. I can't sleep sitting up. I just can't.
Oh, I can do it so easy.
Really?
I can do it right now. I'm like, this is a comfortable
how,
chair,
how
man.
easy is it for you to sleep? Because I think I could beat anybody in sleeping.
Oh, you want to have a sleep
Dude, we
off?
should have a sleep off,
See
man.
who is officially asleep.
I'm so
I
jealous.
love sleeping. Sleeping's so great.
I can never sleep. I started smoking weed just to sleep because I can't.
See,
Yeah, well, you're
that
doing
might
meth and shit, so that's why you can't.
I don't do
That
meth.
might- yeah, that
Only
might.
once by accident. Dude, I had Amir K on here, and he was like, if you've ever done coke, you've done meth now, because there's meth in all the coke.
That's what
what
everyone
he said.
says,
And I was like,
yeah.
I don't think
There
so,
is.
though.
And there's that shit that like if they don't mix it right, you can just die from doing one line.
Yeah, that really freaked me out.
And I heard someone was saying like there's a bad batch out there right now, man.
There's
So-
always a bad
always-
I know,
batch.
There is.
like
A bad batch. Like it's fucking cookies. Like this
Yeah,
shit will
right.
kill you.
Yeah.
bad batch, bro.
That's why you always give a line to somebody else first.
Always. Thanks, Brian. And it's usually me. Brian's like, Kate, try this first, and then we'll see what happens. Speaking of things that'll kill you. So I haven't seen you much lately. I miss you,
Oh,
actually.
you talking about my diet?
Yeah. I'm on the
Yeah,
road
I'm
all the
worried about it
fucking
too.
time. So I showed up at the Comedy Store the other night. You were there too. It's actually so great. I missed the Comedy Store. I just hadn't been there in like 2 weeks. I got there. You guys were there. Brian's like, I'm doing the keto diet. I already fucking hate it. It's been 1 day or something. Like, I forget how long you'd
It
been
was
on
one.
it.
I think it was 1.5 days or something. like
You
that.
looked up, there was something nagging at you, and it was the keto diet.
The
Yeah.
keto diet, but you were drinking that night. Is that on the keto diet?
You're allowed to drink whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Because whiskey has no carbs in it, I guess, or something like that. And
It does have carbs.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I thought vodka had like no.
No,
what was the
vodka
one?
doesn't. Doesn't whiskey have carbs?
Whiskey
It's
has
made
no
from
carbs.
wheat, isn't it?
I don't know. Whiskey
gotta
doesn't have
look this
carbs,
up.
but there's certain whiskeys that do. Like the
Sugary ones.
The sugary ones.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't think Jack Daniels.
There's sugar in that, right?
I thought so, but Jack Daniels is zero carbs also. I found out.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I mean, the diet itself, the reason why I did it is because the diet I did before is Weight Watchers, and I lost like 70 pounds on it, but it took like 4 months, and I was like, that's a long time.
That's what Joey Diaz is doing, Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
The Weight Watchers, man, I can't do. My mom would go to Weight Watchers meetings growing up, and I would have to go with her and shit and sit in the back of the room, and it was the most depressing fucking thing, man.
Really?
Yes. Oh my god.
I think it's changed. I think when you go there now, there's like shows and there's entertainment.
This felt like an AA meeting. Of
It is like an AA meeting.
It is, right?
And because
man.
I cut, like, when you do Weight Watchers, you have like, let's say 40 points or whatever it is, and that's how many points you're allowed to use each day. Every food item has amount of points.
Right.
Like an apple's 1 point or whatever.
Yeah.
I would only do 20 points, like, and I was losing weight like
Why
crazy.
were you doing 20 points?
Because there's certain foods that are 0 points, like lettuce
Fruit,
and
right?
cucumbers and most vegetables. So I would just make a huge lettuce burrito, like with like vegetable burrito, and I would eat like 2 of them with a tortilla, 1 point tortilla. And so like after 2 of those, no matter what, even though it sucked, you weren't hungry
You're
after
full.
that, right?
Yeah.
So every
that's a
time
good
I was losing like 12 pounds a week. So every time I would go in, like everyone was like, I lost 1 pound. Everyone's like clapping. And then I go up and like 11.5 pounds. And they're like, fucking
They're like, Brian's doing meth also, for sure.
yeah, I was winning awards every week. Like I have all these ribbons and like keys and
Weren't
shit.
you tired though? Because I've done the low carb thing for years, and recently I've had to start carbo loading because I get so tired, and then I'll try everything to wake up, and then I'll go, oh wait, maybe I should try like real food.
Well, I'm only like 4 days in now. I think it's my 4th day, and I'm already always tired, so I think it works with me because I'm like, oh, I need another nap. Sure, I'll do that.
Wait, tell the
But,
people, for people that don't know what keto is, because the reason I'm talking about it on here is I feel like it's like the hot trending diet right now.
Keto,
Well,
man. Everyone knows
yeah.
about keto, right?
It's-
so hip.
I don't think everybody knows what it is.
I think it's like a form of Atkins, but it's pretty much like you eat steak, cheese, eggs,
All fat and
avocado,
protein.
like
Okay.
no sugars, no carbs. And I think you're allowed to have a certain amount of carbs, but just like Weight Watchers, I'm just like, wait, this is 0 carbs, 0 sugar. I'll just eat a lot of these eggs.
For how long?
You just eat a ton of eggs. Oh my god.
He's like Rocky. He's like fucking drinking eggs and shit.
Want some eggs, man?
But no, I'm luckily my girlfriend. She's done it a lot of times before, so she knows everything. So she's cooking me like, here's some cauliflower pizza. Here's some, like,
Is that see? I had cauliflower mashed potatoes, and that sucked.
You didn't
dude.
like it?
Oh, it was the most betraying. Like, have you ever ordered a Coke at a place and they give you a Diet Coke?
Yeah,
It
or
was
like an
that type of
RC
shit.
Cola, and you're like, I
and you
know
sip
this
it.
is bullshit.
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, I was like, it looked like mashed potatoes. And then I put it in my mouth, and it was all this like grainy and like it just.
I love
was
it.
Not.
There's ways to make it good, like a lot of butter.
Dude, I tried. Then
A
I'm
lot
like,
of
what am I
butter.
doing, man? I'm just putting butters and just eat something.
Do you like
bad,
cauliflower
Dustin.
though? I love cauliflower.
I love
Oh no, I'm not a
cauliflower, too.
cauliflower dude.
See, I could
Yeah.
eat millions of
Have you
cauliflowers.
tried, like, I forget where I was. It was like barbecue chicken wings, but it was made out of cauliflower.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like
I think I was with you.
Were you?
Yeah, I think it was Minnesota or
But
something.
wherever I
Sounds
got it, it was
good.
really bad. It was terrible. Like, it sounded great and it was terrible, but then I tried it somewhere else and it was amazing. So maybe it depends on where you go. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
But
yeah.
but the thing about this diet is that a lot of people are scaring me online because you're not supposed to just eat steak and cheese. You're supposed to have a little bit of vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. And
You're just
You're
eating
not, you're
steak
going
and
full.
cheese?
and I guess the first week is really hard on everyone. Like I talked to Brendan Schaub, he's a UFC fighter. You know him.
They know Shaw.
And he was just like, dude, that first week's gonna kill you. And so I've been sleeping a lot this week, but the other day I woke up and just puked in the morning because when I had like my first taste of bacon. And so it's kind of scaring me a little because I feel like crap, but I'm just waiting for this week to get over because it's rough. Like just walking around, I'm like, I don't think I have enough like something because I don't feel energy.
It's gonna work.
Sugar, yeah.
Someone told me about keto. One of the hairdressers on the show was like, the only time I lost weight was keto, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I broke it. Like,
But wait a second. When does it? Because I've done South Beach, which is all these diets start out with no carbs. They all start with because that's how you.
That
lose,
is the
that's how
base,
you
huh?
lose weight because your body. If you eat a bunch of carbs before you fall asleep at night, your body converts it to fat and stores it. If you don't burn it, you store it, right? So if you just cut that, plus sugar makes you hungry.
But I think with this diet, you have to really like your cholesterol could just be like fucked.
Well, that's what I want to know.
See, that's what I worry about,
Yeah.
like that, because you'll be skinny but have a heart attack or
Right.
something. That would suck.
But how long does this go for? Like, when do you switch?
My whole thing is I'm just trying this out. Like I'll give it a couple weeks, a month. And if I've lost a lot of weight in a month and I feel like shit still, then I'll just change it a little. Like I'll start adding little things in it that I'm not supposed to do and just do like my own diet version of it.
But does this stay, like, because in those other diets you add in a little bit of healthy carbs at some point, or does this stay
I think this
no
stays,
carb forever?
I think this stays no carbs. I have no idea.
Have
No,
you
I
read a
think you
book or are
do.
you just guessing? How
I'm
are you
just-
doing?
I am literally just guessing. I found out today I could have sugar-free Jell-O, so I made that.
I know he's drinking. I've never seen Brian with a Powerade, and you walked in with this. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Man.
Well, I used to drink Gatorade every day.
I know. I tried to get you
G2.
off it. 'Cause it's too much sugar.
G2.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
then
G2
I had
is too much sugar? I
Yeah.
thought that had no sugar.
It's half the sugar.
Oh, but still a lot of sugar.
And I had one of the worst things ever happen to me in my life where I used to get them all the time, every day. I would get them from Amazon. I'd get like a 20-pack.
Right.
And one day I'd open one up and I drank it, and this thing that felt like a raw egg went into my mouth.
Oh,
And then I spit it back in, and there was this huge blob in it.
Ew.
And I looked it up I Googled it, like Gatorade blob online. And I guess it's a common thing that happens. Like something happens in the manufacturing process, something goes wrong.
Someone jizzes
and
in the fucking
it
Gatorade.
literally was like a moldy blob in the middle of my G2. And now if you
They serve those on Spirit Airlines.
Yeah,
they
they do.
take the moldy Gatorade, and that's the drink.
next
on
time you're at
Spirit.
next time you're at like 7-Eleven or something, like grab a G2 and just look at the bottom of it. And sometimes there are some nasty things that you just never look.
Dude, that's gross, man.
I don't trust any drink at 7. I won't buy anything at 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven's pretty legit.
I buy too much stuff at 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven's great.
I'll go into my, dude, I have like little rituals of 7-Eleven. Dude, I'll go in there and get the nachos and like a big, huge soda.
Tater
I
tot
love-
bar. Have you tried the tater tot bar? yet?
No,
What?
I don't eat the stuff that's behind the glass. I like the nachos
Okay.
and the hot dogs. So I'll
What?
sneak a hot dog in, and my girlfriend's in the car. Sometimes I'll like just eat one really fast before I get back to the
Because
car.
you don't want her to know you're eating a hot dog. You have
Oh
to
my God.
sneak
That's-
it.
Yeah, just because I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want she'll say something about it, then I'll look like a fat ass. So
How
I'm just gonna
sad
keep
is it when you
alive.
have to hide food from someone? Like
That's
I
funny.
even hide it from myself sometimes. Like I don't want to admit
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm eating it. Like I'll eat stuff in the parking lot at Ralph's before I get home. Like if I don't take it into my apartment, it never counted. Like a whole half-gallon of ice cream. I'll sit in the park. If
Oh
you ever
my
see me
God.
at 3 a.m. in the Ralph's parking lot in my car, that's what I'm doing, eating popcorn and ice cream.
Oh, I want to see this.
That was when I had a car.
Yes,
I
join
drank-
the dark side.
I drank 32 ounces of beef broth today and Jell-O.
Are you
Beef
joking?
broth. Whoa.
It was good, that beef broth. I might drink beef broth more often.
Could you make a beef broth Jello? That might be tasty.
Wait, I
I
have
bet you
to.
could.
I have to ask just because I have to know. What about like bodily fluids? You know that sperm has a lot of sugar in it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So if you're doing
Wow.
keto for real, you can't swallow.
How do these studies get made, man?
I
a
looked
lot
it
of
up when I was
there's a
doing
lot
low.
of
I looked
sugar
it
in
up when I
sperm.
was doing the
Yeah,
low
but
carb
not if
thing.
the guy that's shooting the
That's
load
so
in your
bad.
If the guy that's shooting the load into your mouth is on keto, it's probably no sugar.
Oh right, it's sugar free
So
then.
open
So
up.
you gotta, oh man! But if it's like a really fat guy, it's like extra carbs and
God, it's got pop rocks in it.
Sugar
your
free.
cholesterol goes up.
All right. Well, fuck. Well, this is great. I love that we talked about dieting, for the first half of this. Sometimes I get, the show's called DateFails, but sometimes I get tired of talking about dating, especially when I'm not. And you guys both you have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You have a girlfriend.
We've swapped girlfriends before.
Have you really?
You know us.
I would believe that, actually. That's why I'm like, I could see that.
Do we look like that? We do probably look.
I mean, maybe not swapped like in the moment, but I could see you like having dated. I mean, in this little circle, everyone dates and fucks all the same people. I
I've
feel
never
like.
dated a comic. I've never, and it's not like there weren't any out there. There's like, I want to suck your dick, Dustin, but like, yeah, it's just never happened.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Andy Dick, get out of
Just
here.
say- yeah.
no, I've never like.
And that's how Andy got banned from Dustin's shows. Really, what kind of comic is just like, I want to suck your dick, Dustin?
No, I said no one's wanting to suck. It's
no
not,
one?
yeah, no one was ever like, I want to suck your dick. So
I will
it's-
never date a comic again. I finally learned my lesson.
I don't know why. That see, because I don't. I
It's the
dated a
only
comedy
people
club
you meet.
waitress, and that was bad.
Oh yeah.
That was bad because
See,
you're still in the circles, man. You're in the same. Everyone know it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, you know what's weird? I'm really disciplined about not hooking up with any comedy club staff anywhere. Like, I won't do it. Managers, servers. And I'm like, for me, it's easy to just go, nope. But for some reason with comics, it's like, it's because we see them over and over and over and over. We're around them. We're drinking with them. And for girls, a lot of times they're the only guys I meet for months. Like, because I never go out. I need to go out.
You need to start going out more. You just do too much bullshit stand-up spots.
I don't know where to go.
There's better guys.
Where would you go?
like LA spots to me are so boring nowadays. I'm like, unless I'm trying a new bit out or something like that, it's like, do I need to do this? Do I need to drive here for fucking 15 people that will never see me again? You know.
That's why I don't. That's why I'm not. I mean, I haven't been at the clubs quite as much because lately, if I don't have a spot, I'm not going to a comedy club to hang out unless I haven't been in a while and I just want to see like some friends.
Yes.
That's the only time now.
It'll tear you down. It'll like really get you.
It can get depressing if you go too much.
Yeah.
It becomes because it's like Groundhog's Day.
Well, also you have these bits that you get sick of because you do them so much, and then when you're on the road, you don't even want to do the bits because you're sick of them. You know, like they're not fresh anymore. Like, and the audience can tell when it's not fresh when they're you're just reciting it.
Someone told me that I looked sad while I was telling a joke one time. They're like, "You look sad doing that," and I was like, "Oh, I've been telling it for." Fucking like
it is annoying though when you're
years.
doing a show and you're like, fuck man, I'm not getting them. I gotta do a bit. I know it'll work, but I'm sick of this fucking bit, but I gotta do it. And then you start and then I feel like I can literally zone out. Like I could be thinking about like what I'm gonna eat tomorrow while I'm doing like the lazy boob. Like at this point,
it's like autopilot.
Yeah,
okay, time to just press play on this bit.
It's the worst. I hate that. You never want to be there. But like for real, where would like you guys both have girlfriends? But let's say you're single in LA and you don't want to date a comic or anyone in comedy. Where would you even go to meet people?
Target,
I don't even know.
Planned Parenthood.
Target?
I just stick to the comedy clubs and just.
Dustin's like, I just fuck waitresses. That's it.
No, just trying to just hanging out with, because comedy's so great because you get to talk because I'm not great at like, hey, what's up, baby? Sometimes I am. Whenever I get to drinking, sometimes I become smooth, but usually not. So I don't know. What was I talking about? I just had
Are you high?
No, I'm not. I just had a brain fart just now. Oh, but yeah, because the comedy clubs, they see you and they saw you on stage, so it's not like, all right, this guy's not a creep.
You're talking about audience people.
Yeah.
I won't do that either.
Audience people.
You don't
do audience?
Really?
Yeah.
Date one?
Do you feel like they're like these lesser like?
No, it's not because of that. It's because it's kind of like on the last episode of the podcast, I was talking about how I hooked up. It's embarrassing. Brian's gonna judge me. I hooked up with a male stripper in Vegas.
Oh wow!
It was one time. You know, I never.
Stop going to Vegas.
I
You
know.
go to Vegas way too much, dude.
If you're gonna hook up with a stripper, though, that's the place, right?
He was
Vegas?
like Magic Mike.
Male
Like, he was,
stripper? No.
No, I figured that's where the great male strippers would be.
No, that's what
So
we're
they
the
all
ones
go.
that have been torn out, blown out, or whatever they're called.
Oh,
You
Kate,
know?
what have you
Like,
I
done?
wasn't planning on it, but it was like a slump buster. I hadn't had sex in a couple months, and I was like, I just need to. And
You've got good slump busters.
Thank you.
That's like my slump buster would not be a stripper.
I'm not sure a male stripper is as hot as a female. You know what I mean? Like a male stripper is kind of like, I mean, Brian said I was dating the bottom of the barrel when I dated a male porn star, but I think maybe male stripper is like one.
Oh no, male stripper is worse than male porn
Yeah,
star.
thanks.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's no.
This was a one time. Okay, it was a one time.
Okay,
thing.
yeah, but
All
now
right.
every time you sit on a chair, it sounds like you're sitting on aluminum foil because your vagina's so crusty.
What are you talking about? Why? What is fucking?
I said that already.
No, listen. The point is,
Was it? What did he like? Did he dance for you? like a
actually, you know what's funny?
private?
He kind of actually did start to, and I was like,
Oh
please.
my
I
God.
go, please stop. Please don't dance. You're gonna ruin the moment.
God, that would be so funny. Yeah.
That is the grossest visual.
Because that puts you back into it, like the moment, like, wow, this is a stripper.
No,
This is,
I didn't even
this
meet him at
dude.
a strip club, but that's my point. He was an audience member. He was at the
okay.
comedy show. He was with a girl. So Renee Garcia was hosting.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl Renee invited who brought this guy. We all ended up partying. I didn't fuck him the first night, but like by the end of the week,
You fell in love.
no.
He got you with his dances.
Doing little moves. He was working his hips.
I just kind of was like, I need a slump buster. I'm leaving Vegas. But here's the reason I brought it up, because then he didn't the reason I was okay with it is because he didn't know anything about me. He's not on Instagram. He happened to be at the comedy show, but he doesn't do social media. He doesn't. I think he might have a warrant out or something, like he's hiding.
When
I'm not sure.
people tell you they don't do social media,
They're married.
They are married.
Oh wow.
I actually did think of that, but I know he's not married. He has a roommate. I was at his apartment.
How old is he?
Like my age, 35.
So you don't think he's on social media? You think he's just like, what, this Instagram hula loops?
You know what's weird?
Wow.
I really didn't believe him. I was like, there's no way you're not on Instagram. And he's like, I fucking hate social media. I won't fuck with it. He goes, look at my phone. And he didn't have any social media on his phone.
On his burner phone? He didn't have any fucking apps?
Look, even if he does, I don't care, because the whole point is I was like, who gives a fuck? He's going to be a one-night thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But then he listened to this podcast. And
Oh no.
Oh, because he doesn't have a he has a podcast app, but he doesn't have fucking Instagram?
No, he told me he never listened to podcasts, but that girl that was with Renee, she listens to my podcast, and she heard the episode. I talked about him in great detail.
Oh my
and
God.
she listened to it, and she sent it to him, and he listened to it. And the point is, once someone knows that aspect of me, like my comedy or anything, I don't want anything. I don't want them to know that much. I want this to
yeah.
be a secret.
Yes.
You know what I
dude,
mean?
Yeah. I often am like, man, I hope no one I know listens to. It's like you want to put a podcast out there, but I'm like, I hope no one listens. Like,
That's
it's
what's
weird,
weird.
man.
Like,
it's a weird like mind fuck.
I don't mind 50,000 people or 100,000 people hearing about me fucking the stripper, but when someone like Lee Syatt the other night at the HaHa was like, so I listened to your podcast, the stripper, huh? And I was like, fuck, like I don't want them to
wow.
know. Do you ever feel like that?
No, I say everything. But you know what's cool is that I met my girlfriend on social media, and she had listened to every single podcast I've done and every Joe Rogan podcast I had done. And so when I met her, she already knew everything crazy about me, and that's why she liked me.
See, that's that's like that's kind of awesome, because
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
transparent. It's like you know
Yeah.
what you're getting into.
And
right here.
anytime I'm like, God damn it, I need to tell her this story, and I start telling her, she's like, yeah, you've said that
I
twice
heard
on the
that
podcast.
on Rogan. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you already know that.
But see, that's the thing I was going to say is like, you have dated more than one time, like someone who's a fan, but I feel like it would be weird because, well, for instance, like my ex-husband, I never talked about this, but like my ex-husband was like a youth leader in the town I grew up in. And so before we were even friends, like I knew him in that aspect. And I think it set up kind of a strange dynamic because there was a little bit of like it's almost like student teacher type thing almost. There's a little bit of like they're on a pedestal at the beginning. Like, do you ever feel like, I mean, I guess that would be great. You're like, she's my fan, I'm dating her. I just feel like
No, I actually forgot about it like pretty fast.
Really?
You know, because she's not like, oh, tell me about
no,
this.
she doesn't treat
she
you
doesn't-
like
yeah,
she's
yeah.
a fan.
She's
I'm
just-
not saying that.
Yeah.
But
that would
she
be
knew.
tough right there
Yeah.
if she did.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what I mean. It's like I had a singer ask me out who I'm a huge fan of, and I didn't even go out with him because I was like, I'll fangirl out. Like, I'll be too.
Well, I know who it is. Chill out.
Oh man.
You don't
Now I want to
you
know.
don't- I didn't go out with him.
That same singer just called Trump the other day.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
What?
Shut up!
Oh man, now I gotta Google some investigating.
I guess the joke won't work.
Anyway, yeah, it was the fat guy from Blues
you're-
Traveler,
Yeah.
John Popper. Can't do
Popper.
it. Just know I'd bang him.
He's
So
got a lot of guns. Dude.
Yeah.
Your ex was a youth leader, like
never talked about
religious
this.
kind of thing. Like, does he have dick breath or
I
like?
can't talk about it too much,
man.
but well, he's not now. But we both grew up in like really Christian families. Him more than me. He was a PK. He was a pastor's kid.
What were you? What religion was it?
Well, I grew up going Presbyterian, but like
okay.
his family, like his mom was like a Christian counselor or something, and his dad was a pastor. So, I mean, that was part of the reason why I think our marriage was weird, because whenever I was at his folks' house, I was always kind of being someone I really was. Like, I always felt like I had to be on my best.
You're
Like
molested
too
as fuck.
good behavior, you know? Yeah.
You look like you could be
know what I
like
mean?
the southern, the church person.
Well, I did grow up like going
Well,
to,
without the boobs, it would probably be normal.
Yeah.
But like now, they would be like,
Thanks,
no.
No, I'll never.
Get out.
I'll never forget. Like one time, I had to like, because I was always liberal. Even when I was like going to like Christian youth camps, I was always liberal. I had gay friends. I was a theater kid. I smoked weed. So it was like, I remember one time I was there, and his dad was a college professor, and his dad was talking about how a girl in class was wearing a tank top and her bra straps were showing, and how he asked her to leave the class because it was too distracting for like the other students.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I was always biting my tongue because I wanted to be like, that you're a fucking creep.
you
Like
fa-
that makes
yeah.
you the perv. Like, what are you talking? Like, you're
That
the
is
one
very
that was
weird, yeah.
Right.
Cover yourself, you whore.
Right.
What?
Yeah. So I was always kind of like being someone else. So I think that was a big part of it. It was like, you got to be comfortable with, I mean, Brian, you've met Toe's family now and stuff. Like, are you comfortable there? Can you be yourself? Is it chill?
Oh yeah, I mean, only met her mom, and her mom's in hospice, you know. So,
So it's
she
easy.
Really had she couldn't really.
That's not funny. I don't mean to
She
laugh. at
really
that.
couldn't do anything. You
wow.
couldn't run away or throw anything at me. So
That's great. That's great. I forgot that because she's way younger than you. So her family's cool with that. They don't care.
well, again, I don't think she
really didn't know?
Doesn't know. I mean,
She's really out.
yeah. I think at first it was a little weird because I mean, I'm 43 and she just turned 24. So yeah, there's a huge age, almost 20 years age difference.
Brian Redban.
Brian!
Hey, you know what though? I don't really have like the problem with dating younger girls in the past has always been like, man, I have to teach them so much because they're 22, you know, or whatever. She's
what,
pretty.
teach 'em what?
She's pretty grown, you know. So she's already graduated college, you know, and she listened to every single episode of Rogan podcast. So she's
She's intelligent.
She's
She listens to
intelligent. I
Rogan.
think,
Yeah,
you know what I
that
mean.
is-
That's a
Yeah.
huge difference because you listened to 2 episodes of Rogan, you've learned 2 different crazy things you've probably never heard of before. You
That's
know?
Yeah.
true. She is really smart. Yeah, and she doesn't seem young. Like, she's actually way more responsible than us, I think, most of the time. She was like, most nights she was at the comedy store. She's always like the sober person and the.
Yeah, we're always being fooled. Yeah, let me.
I get embarrassed sometimes. I would tell her stories, and then I'd feel like, wow, she should be my age and I should be her age telling this story. Like, it was a complete.
wow,
She'd be
yeah.
like, "It's gonna be okay, Kate. You're gonna grow up eventually." She's like 24.
Yeah. Y'all look like y'all would hang out though. Like, it isn't one of those things where you see
It's
it,
not
like,
creepy.
You don't see in it. Yeah, it's not like, whoa, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Brian, you have a baby face. You don't look your age at all.
Right.
That's yeah.
So that's part
Now,
of
if
it.
you see like when we're at home, like the outfits and stuff, then it's, I mean, like I
he makes
usually
her dress like a child.
no, not a child, Short Round from Indiana Jones.
I saw that.
It's so great because like sometimes she's so fun. Like we'll just be like, hey, you know, we got to go to Target, and I'm like, will you wear the Short Round outfit? Just you know, and she'll wear
fun.
it and see if anyone says anything.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's great. I
That's
wouldn't
so
be able to
fun.
spot the Short Round one.
Oh, you'll see it when you see that baseball hat, a little sideways, and her little.
Wasn't Short Round a boy?
Oh, man.
Isn't
Yes.
Short Round? Make her dress up as a boy.
Yes.
But see, you know what? I think that's why you guys are good together, because I love people that can like play around like that. Like
yeah.
that's the
That's
best.
all of
you
us,
know?
Pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a guy friend who has a bedroom in his house with a closet full of just like fun shit, like not like sexual, like costumes and toys, and just like, so when people come over there, like everybody, you end up getting into just like weird random, like you put on weird
Oh,
wigs
that's
and
cool,
glasses.
man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always
It's
fun.
kind of my house.
Yeah, it kind of is
I
actually.
love dressing in costumes.
Come over.
I was raised Jehovah's Witness. So I
You were
never-
raised as what?
Jehovah's Witness.
You
so
were?
I never celebrated Halloween. So it was always like wearing a costume for me is always like, oh, you're being naughty, Dustin. You're being so bad right now. Look at you.
I didn't know you were a Jehovah's Witness. Did you have to
Yeah.
go do the whole like thing where you knocked on people's doors and stuff?
Yeah.
Shut
I
up.
can see that.
Yeah. You
Can
can
you
see them
imagine-
trying to
Yeah,
look
I
like
can see
Dustin
Little
knocks
shorter
on
hair.
your door. I'd be like, are you trying to sell me
Glasses,
drugs?
like,
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, and this was, well, I was a kid. I haven't, like, this was like, when I saw, I haven't been door to door in a bit. Like, probably like I was like 16 or 17.
Wow.
I
That's
started,
amazing.
yeah. It was weird. You start doing stand up and stuff, and then you kind of like, all right, I'm telling dick jokes. This feels a little hypocritical.
Did you have to like
right?
quit, or do you like, hey, I didn't see anything? And, you know, like, was
What?
there like a way to get out of being a Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, it's not one of those.
How do
where
you
it's
get
like-
out? Is it like the mafia where they kill you if you
No,
get out? Like,
it's
how does it
just-
work?
That's so
They
funny.
throw you onto train tracks?
My mom still is, and my grandma, my family. My little brother's hardcore. Me and my other brother, we don't really go. I'll go to this like once a year thing called the Memorial, where it's like just you pass around the wine and the bread. The you know how religions have that, the
Yeah.
blood and
Like communion?
yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
You know how religions have that? The blood.
We
Yeah.
wear goofy costumes though.
That's pretty dope.
No, we don't. That'd be wild. yeah.
Do you and your girl ever dress up?
No.
Costume stuff?
What have we did? We
Do
did.
you guys have any weird fetishes?
No, I had one. No, just for Halloween, I wore. There was this comic Augustino, and for some reason, I had to put his face on my face, like Like he had a portrait of his ex-wife, and
What
so
the
he was getting
fuck?
rid of it. He was throwing it away. So I was like, "Let me take that."
That's
Put it
weird.
on.
You were the face of him and fucked your girl in it?
No, what?
Oh.
Wow.
I said sexual stuff.
Oh,
I meant-
sexual
Yeah, it's my
costumes.
my
I thought
friend's
we were
wife.
still in the fun, like just hanging, like.
No, I said, do you guys have any weird fetishes?
Oh,
do you
weird.
dress up?
What do we do? What's a weird fetish we do?
I could tell you get like to be choked.
Yeah,
Do you like to be
no,
choked?
I'm not. I'm already like struggling with
I know,
air. So
I
I'm
know.
like, I don't. I
Who
need-
likes to be choked?
Do you guys like a girl to put a finger in your butt? Tell the truth.
Fuck no.
No, dude,
Really?
I do not. She tried that. She tries that too. I don't know. She'll like, I'll be walking around the house and she'll just be like, boink,
What?
and I'm like, hey, what the hell, man?
While you're walking?
yeah,
Not
like,
during
she'll
sex?
just-
Just like randomly tries to
Oh
show-
yeah, randomly.
That's great. That's
Once during sex, I
it's like
think
a
she
wet
did.
willy in your butthole.
No.
I feel so bad. I would never want anyone to stick
No,
their finger.
no.
That
No?
is the
Horrible.
I feel so bad. I
Some
would
guys
feel
like
so
it.
bad for her.
Yeah, those guys like a lot of things in their ass.
I always did want to know that though.
The massage parlors out here also try to do that all the time to me. Like, I guess that's a thing that a
Little
lot of
finger
people
in the
want.
ass.
What?
Really?
Yeah. it's-
During a massage?
like they massage your asshole and go inside and massage it. Like, I've never let them do it, but it's probably maybe 1 out of 3 times I go to a massage
Are
parlor.
you
they
sure
do
you're
it.
at a massage parlor?
Yeah, yeah.
Not a gay whorehouse?
No,
What are you doing?
No, it's happens a
No
lot.
way.
Whoa, that's pretty wild.
I go to a lot of massage though.
Do you
you
get
get a lot of
happy
massage?
endings?
No.
You don't?
No.
Is a happy ending cheating? I always wondered that.
No.
Would your girl be mad if you got a happy ending?
Dude, my girl would be mad if I got a
probably.
massage.
Richard?
I was
Without
wondering,
her.
I was wondering that. Like, does it count if it's a massage therapist? You know what I think the difference would be for me? If how hot the massage therapist was. Like, if she was super hot and she gave you a happy ending, I might be a little upset. But if she was just like,
I've had it before, but it's all been like old Asian ladies. It's never been like, all right, you ready for this hand job now?
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
it feels. I see. I think it would be very professional.
Yeah,
too,
it's
right?
very.
Like,
It almost
like-
feels like this could be legal. Type thing. Like
Yeah, like I'm
I mean, you just got
rendering-
done climbing all over my naked body, anyways. What? Oh, you're touching this part of my
I
body.
thought it was
now?
legal to get a happy ending. It's not legal.
It's illegal.
I don't think
I thought
so.
it was legal.
Hell no.
It's not. It's not sex.
'Cause
It's a
that's
hand.
like, oh, but
Yeah.
it's exchanging money, right? Oh, but it is part of the massage. There's a gray area, guys.
it's really
There's definitely
medical,
is.
isn't it? It's
No,
medical.
Super illegal.
Oh, I wonder if your insurance could cover that.
What
your
if you
hand
have to
jobs.
have it for a medical reason? Like
What?
your doctor
What, you're-
says you need,
You need to
to
scoop
relieve
out that
stress.
shit out of your vagina from Vegas.
I don't know. The funniest part was the stripper. I was worried about fucking him because I really am. I've only had one night stand ever. I'm really scared of diseases. You know it's true. You've been on the road with
You're
me. I
just
never
scared
fuck.
of diseases, but the last 2 people you slept with was a male porn star
Excuse
and
you.
a Vegas male stripper.
First of all, that porn star was a long time ago. That
Oh, I
wasn't
was
the
gonna say,
last
was
guy.
that back to back? Because that would be.
No,
wow.
although
I
the
can't
last
even
guy
say
was
it.
worse.
Yeah, that's
the
way
last guy
worse.
was worse.
In so many ways too that
I
you
know.
don't even know.
I know, but the good thing about whatever, Brian knows it. Whatever.
I know too much.
The people that listen to this podcast have kind of figured out who that guy is because we talked about it so much on here, but it doesn't matter.
wow.
The point is, the funny thing is, the stripper, I was like, I go, I mean, you're a stripper. Because I didn't know he was a stripper. When I first met him, he said he was a poker player, professional. So I was like,
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's something I want to dabble in one day.
really?
That'd be awesome, yeah. Anything like where I can be lazy and still make money is something I'm like,
They're
oh,
not
that
lazy. They
sounds
play
good.
all day.
Wait, why would he say he's a poker player? Why would he lie?
He really does play poker. He said he used to strip like full time. He said he only strips now like very occasionally.
He only strips to the song "Poker Face" by Lady Gaga.
But no, what I was going to say is when he told me he was a stripper, I was like, you know what? I can't fuck you. I mean, I feel like you're a male stripper. You probably have like every disease, whatever. And he was like, you're the one that fucks porn stars. I'm worried about fucking you. Like he was serious.
Oh,
Not,
porn stars are tested like every
that's
month.
what I said. Exactly.
Strippers are.
Yeah, for some reason that argument doesn't
It
like you
doesn't
tell them,
work.
but it's like you don't get it. They're actually really safe.
I've never had an STD, but get this. So Joey Diaz calls me the other day, which by the way, he called me at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think I told you that. Like 6.
God.
I tweeted something and he's like, I saw you were up. And he called. He told me he helped Lee make a Tinder profile. And he had Lee say on his Tinder profile that he's just looking to fuck, but he's open to fucking girls with all kinds of venereal diseases.
Oh my
Because
god.
Joey's like, he's like, those are the girls that no one wants to fuck. So if he just puts it out there, I'm down to fuck you bitches. They're gonna come for him. I'm like, Joey, that's
what if some smoking hot girl shows up and she's like, yeah, I got
She's
some
like, I have
gonorrhea,
herpes.
whatever,
It's an outbreak time, but would you? Okay, so that's a great question. What if you take home a girl? She's a 10, smoking hot.
There's no questioning.
You take her.
We know where this is heading.
There's no
Kate.
question. What the fuck?
You do it even if she was like,
Is she having an outbreak?
Yes,
or
she's having an
outbreak?
outbreak.
Well, I'd wear a condom and I wouldn't think twice about it.
Really? But you
man.
could still catch it because like your balls will touch them and
Look,
stuff.
What's the scale of this outbreak? Is this an F5 on the Vegeta scale? What is this?
Yeah, I mean, is it pussing and juicing or?
No,
is it,
but you can
Is
see
it just
them.
like a couple of road bumps?
If you can see sores enough to go, she has herpes.
It's a 10 though. Who fucking cares?
No, I would never do that.
See, I wouldn't even fuck a guy who
condom
had
on.
herpes if it wasn't outbreak time. If I knew, I'm that scared.
You know
of
what?
herpes.
My ex had herpes and she was a 10. She was Penthouse Pet of the Year. I'm not gonna say who it is. I shit.
Well, you I'm sure that's hard to find.
I think it was her. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was never a problem. Like she takes these pills, and I think I saw one outbreak maybe once. I don't even think I was, but
It's really not that big.
Not
a deal.
that
I
big
feel
of a
like
deal.
I would get sad. I'd be like, I'm sorry. This is very sad.
Yeah,
And then I think we would still, yeah.
You'd still fuck.
Because but then we would probably end up getting married because now I'm emotionally attached. And I'll be like, you know what? Screw this condom. I'm in this all the way, baby. I'm gonna get some herpes too.
Oh my God.
I want your herpes.
All the girls listening are like, "That's how you get a guy to propose. Tell him you have herpes.
Give
Make
it-
him sad. Make him feel bad."
Dustin, you may say no, but if a 10 did walk in here like fucking all done up and no one knew, you would like just be like, oh. I mean, 10's a 10.
Yeah, I
What
know.
if you knew she was HIV positive?
I
Would
would
you still
start-
fuck her?
No.
I would start saying
Really?
shit about
No,
me.
not do that.
See, I would rather fuck her HIV positive with a condom than herpes. Because herpes are
Did you
because
get a car accident today?
no, because with a condom it's almost impossible to catch it. But herpes you can catch with a condom.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, especially
Okay, so you're kissing this guy, and he brushed his teeth too hard, and he has a bloody gum, and you brushed your teeth too hard, and you had a bloody
What
gum.
are the
You
odds
kissed-
of that, Brian?
A lot more than getting like that's death if you get, or not death, but that's way worse than herpes.
Yeah, but I mean the odds of you both having an open wound at the same time that rub together, that's so
I'm sure I
slim.
could find 2 open wounds on you right now.
No, you can't. I have no open wounds.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a hangnail. I have like a hangnail here. I'm sure that's considered
You're
an open wound.
wrong. You're maybe
You better watch out on your way home.
Fine,
Don't bump into
fine.
any.
I got a little
Fine.
blister on my elbow right
Jesus
here. You know, this little bloody blister right there.
That's
Oh
funny,
my
man.
God.
That's very. I bet you were upset when Princess Diana hugged that guy, huh?
Christ.
That was a bad moment for you.
I'm looking to see. I got a lot of questions from people. God, people? The questions they send are like 3 paragraphs long. It's too much.
that is the quickest thing. If it's like
That's when you
if it's
just
too long, I'm like I can't deal with
It's-
this.
you absolutely. Yeah, I know. All right, I can't read this. I can't even.
Can I have an audiobook of this, please?
No. All right, here's one. This guy said, I'm in the process of getting a divorce from my wife of 9 years. I have a 4-year-old son. I recently moved out of the house and just joined Tinder and Bumble. I have my first connection, which started with text, and then she wanted to have a phone call. Ooh, I hate the phone. Anyway, we had a really great conversation going, then it led down the road to our situations. I don't want to lie, so I told the truth, but she sounded a little bit hesitant to go out with me when I told her I'm still in the process of getting divorced.
Well, that's an excuse that a lot of guys who are married say, because
You're right.
So I think that's
I'd be hesitant
Yeah,
also.
I think anyone's gonna be hesitant because that's what married guys say. Hey, yeah, I'm married still, but we're in the process.
Is that wow?
I'd want to see evidence.
That's yeah.
I
I
wanna
I
would,
see
could totally
evidence.
see that. Yeah, because then you'd be able to like, if you ever got caught like going back, oh yeah, she's my ex. I had to go pick up some things. It's like
Well, you know what though? Here's the flip side of that. Because I've always been like, I won't date a guy who's married, even if he's getting divorced. I went out with a guy who I was into, and he told me on the date, I am still married, but we're getting divorced. I don't live with her, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, you know what? I just don't want to get involved. It's too, it's too weird. You still have a wife. So when you're divorced, hit me up. And I let it go, right? And then like real soon after that, he went out with another girl and they're still together. And sometimes I look back and go, he was a good guy and he was hot and we had chemistry. And I
he
said
was
no.
honest to you.
Yeah, like part of me is like, maybe I should have dated him because like we could still be dating. And the next girl he went out with, he like stayed with. So I kind of fucked up is what I'm saying.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, so maybe it's
but
okay.
Who cares? You know,
I
I mean,
wonder about that. Because the girl I'm with now, I hadn't stayed with anyone this long. And it was like a quick, like it just worked out, you know, we just get along.
I think that's how it happens.
I wonder if like the previous girlfriends are like, oh, that fucking dick, you know?
I'm the girl that pushes guys into relationships. Every guy I date is like, I don't want a girlfriend, and then or just got out of something, and I'm like their slump buster, and then the next person they date, they fall in love with.
Oh, I'm a relationship guy. I date almost every like long term that I date. You know?
Yeah, I'm a long-term dude.
But some
I'm
of them
not no hit
don't
and
last.
quit.
Yeah, some of them don't last, and it's not my. You know, it's like,
not
oh,
you.
you're just a crazy person, and you know.
Yes, isn't that weird? Whenever you see it, it's like you kind of just, oh, wow, this is not good.
Yeah.
The way she talked to
When you
that
get
waiter,
scared,
fuck
when
that.
You get scared of them.
Well, guys are pretty easy, right? Like, I mean, most guys, like, if they want a relationship and you're cool and chill, then you have one. It's really mostly the guy's decision, I think, to like. Guys are either, my friend says, guys are like cabs. The light's either on or off. They either are okay with a relationship or they're not. And it's not so much about the girl. It's like when they're ready for a relationship, the next cool chick that comes along is good enough. Do you think that's true?
I totally could see that. Yeah, it's like,
think so,
okay,
too.
I think I feel like settling down. It's just like, yeah, I feel like chilling out.
Yeah, where girls are like, I don't know. I mean, girls are usually, I don't want to say girls are usually the one to fuck it up because some guys cheat and stuff. But a lot of times, like I do have some girlfriends that are in good situations and then they'll still complain about stuff that's small the guy's doing. And I want to be like,
Some girls are like that, though.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, that's just you just hang out with some, you know,
high maintenance Look,
chicks.
I'm trying to branch out and explore new friendships outside of entertainment. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's hard to do, right? I tried to, oh my gosh, but I went to my buddy's game night the other night and there was like people there who weren't comics. And I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy. You know,
it's weird hanging out with normal people.
It is. It's that weird thing. Like, oh
is so
man,
weird.
we're playing games right now. We're playing Taboo.
I love that shit. I miss game night. I want game night back.
You should come. I'm going to one.
Really?
It's a buddy of mine. I guess he is in the entertainment. He's a producer for the Jason Ellis show.
Oh yeah, that's entertainment, but that's okay because he's not on camera.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, and he's not a comic either. Maybe it's just comics. I'm like always, for the past like 12 years, all I've hung out with is comics.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It's all you meet, so you got to go outside of that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Brian does it. He finds everybody online
What are you gonna do to do that?
to meet
to
new
make
people.
new friends and
Well, I'm
pick up a different hobby.
I'm gonna start riding horses, and I don't fucking.
that seems like a place you would meet people.
Yeah, horse riders.
Actually, I love the beach and I play beach volleyball and stuff, and I always meet people there that are like outside of it. It's just that I'm so busy
Yeah.
lately that I'm.
You don't want to meet. You know what? A horse. You're right. Horse riders would be great. Like beach
Yeah.
volleyball.
volleyball.
You don't want to hang out with those girls. Like speak of like. Oh my
Why
God.
not?
Because
They're-
that goes in the whole high maintenance thing. Like let's go to the base and do volleyball.
Volleyball is a sport, Brian.
Oh
It's
my
very
God.
athletic. I'll take you there.
I'm so bad. Beach volleyball is so hot.
It's
I'm
really
so
hard.
It's so hot. That's what I was like, man.
It is hot,
like,
right?
Dude, yeah, I remember like being a young kid watching the Olympics, the first volleyball.
Yeah.
The women's are like,
Yeah, it's amazing.
going
It's a
on
hard
here?
workout. Plus, I just love the beach.
I live next to a horse stable. It's equestrian district, my neighborhood. So people are riding horses in my neighborhood, you know, down the streets and shit.
Yeah.
But it's all women, all of them, and they all have these awesome costumes they wear.
Costumes?
Where it's like these leather pants with these high boots. They look like superheroes, and they're just
Oh,
these
wow.
hot rich chicks on horses, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's what
It's kinda cool.
Holly Randall, who was on my last podcast, who
Yeah.
you just met as she was leaving, she grew up riding horses, and I think her family still has like
She does. She
a
has
horse
a lot
farm.
of land too.
Yeah, and she invited me. She's like, "You should come." That would be really fun, actually.
I was watching.
Horseback
This is so weird. I was watching like I don't know how, but I was watching like horse fail videos yesterday, and just
That is weird.
It was like it
I
scared
know.
the
Here's
shit out of
Christopher
me, man.
Reeve.
It wasn't that, but it was like this montage of just like horses just being bad to people. It was weird. Like you ever watch those police brutality things, and it's like, oh man, they like put like 10 of them into one clip. Like, whoa. these
No,
guys-
but I love watching the cops blooper reels. Like the other day, I was watching one. This guy, the cop pulled him over, and he said, "What did you?" He said, "Like, sir, step out of the vehicle. Do you know why I pulled you over?" And the guy said, "You saw me litter." And he turned his face to the camera, and his face is just like covered in cocaine. Like he obviously was doing blown. And the officer said, yes, sir, I did see you litter. That's not why I pulled you over. Have you been doing drugs? And the guy goes, I threw him out the window back there. Like, he just said it out loud.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Poor guy. Now he's.
Yeah, but then I was thinking, I'm like, that's actually so kind of brilliant because he's like, I littered, but I don't have the drugs on me now. So
Well, that's why when you see police chases and you're always like, well, you know, why is this guy not pulling over? What he thinks he's going to get away? There's helicopters and everything. Well, because he's getting rid of shit in his car, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I would put an advertisement on top of my car before I did a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
See if I could get like a local, some Amazon or something.
That's actually a really
Amazon link.
That's
Yeah,
a great
something to-
idea.
yeah.
That's a great idea.
Because they're just wasting money. I want to set something up where I network with these police chase guys and be like, hey, listen, you're obviously gonna go to jail, okay? But you want to make some money while
That's a
you're
great
doing it.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're
and
gonna
then you know
wrap
what
your
you
car
do?
in a McDonald's. Like it's gonna look like a
No.
NASCAR, pretty
Like
much.
a criminal defense attorney. You like put that guy's
Oh,
ad
yeah.
on top of the car and run. That's a good idea.
Perfect,
Oh, I like
yeah.
this. I would do it. I've never been to jail. I want to try it.
That would be a good way to go, right? Because that's like it's not really hurting anyone, but then it's like I don't know. You
don't wanna do that.
You could hurt someone, and then it'd be like, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to have
Yeah, I
fun,
guess
man.
so.
I'm just trying to advertise my Amazon link and I killed a kid.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
My Amazon.
My
that's what you're here
Amazon, my
for?
wish list. I just wanted gifts. I feel like I want you guys to tell me a date fail, but you're both in relationships. But have you had any weird shit happen lately? Anything crazy? Weird sex stuff?
When I in our relationship, let me think. What have we gotten in a fight about lately?
Or I haven't had you on. It could be a story from before you and your.
Oh, a date fail.
Yeah.
I'm good, Kate.
You got nothing?
No,
You
I'm
never fail.
I had a really horrible fail. The first, I lost my virginity to an IHOP waitress. It was quite older than me.
Oh no.
And there was a failure there. That was a failure.
Did she
Tell
have,
that
did she have
story.
IHOP ass?
She had, this was insane.
Wait, where was this?
This was in Dallas.
Okay.
And I was, oh my God.
How old were you?
How old would I have been? 20 or 19. I think I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah. And so anyway, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm for some reason that night I've got game and I'm at IHOP and I'm like just talking to this waitress and she's like, oh my God. We ended up hanging out and she just got, her
How old
husband
was
was in
she?
jail.
How old was she?
And, she was in her late 30s.
Okay.
Maybe early 40s. And her husband was in jail and she had like 6 kids or some shit.
Holy shit.
And I remember this was so bad. When I didn't have one of my virginity losing it story was so bad. I was like, as soon as I went in, I was like, oh my God. And I pushed her off because I was like, God,
Wait,
because I thought I was going to get her pregnant. Because I was like,
where did it happen? Were you at IHOP?
no, I was at my place, man.
You got her to go home with you?
Yeah, and here's the thing. The place, I was living with my brother too on this this mattress that was just in the living room. And that's where it went down.
Oh my gosh.
Did you tell her you were a virgin?
Yeah, after that, because it was so weird. Because I was also, this was just bad. Because it was, I was all like having this weird religious thing too. So I didn't know, like, what if I
You
die?
had religious guilt?
Yes. Oh, so bad.
Did you see Jesus when you came?
I never did because
You didn't come?
I didn't go. I was just like,
no.
but
That's
then
not-
we figured it out later.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You figured it out later.
How did you get IHOP lady to go
bad.
home with you?
I mean, I think that's pretty easy.
Is it?
I guess so.
I mean, what, do you think that's hard?
I guess so.
I don't know. I mean, he's
Just
20.
talked with her, got her number.
She's
and,
married with 6 kids.
Yeah, and oh my God, there's so much drama there. Yeah. But yeah, so that was.
Did you
that
keep
was a
in
fail.
touch? Did you keep in touch?
So, yeah, she hit me up on Facebook the other day because she saw the show, Kevin, and was like, "Hey, congratulations, things are going good." I'm like, thanks.
Would you fuck her again?
I want to be like, guess what? I know how to sex now.
Yeah, have you ever searched for her, like on Facebook?
No.
I love
We
doing
might
that.
be Facebook friends actually. Now that I think.
But so
about
you
it.
kind of stuck it in, and then you felt guilty, and then you pulled out, and then you
Yeah.
never came.
No.
How long were you in there for?
I'm talking quick, Kate. Like so quick that it was like, and I remember thinking that because I was like, this feels awesome, but then I was like, oh, this is what's going on. Stop, Dusty.
Did you
You're
use
not
a
ready to
condom?
be a dad.
Condom?
No, I didn't, and that was
Texas.
dumb. I remember.
Texas.
Or did I? No, did I use a condom?
I doubt it.
But yeah, but I remember freaking out.
Wow.
No, I had to have used a condom. Yeah, I did. Because I remember thinking that I remember like, this could be it, man.
And that was your first time having sex.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, it was horrible.
I think that's probably pretty common. I mean, not the not coming part, but the quick in and out part.
Yeah.
My first time, the guy came in like 30 seconds.
It was weird because it was a weird thing for me because I was like I was like just torn and like just that religious guilt and shit and just like, what have I done? I was just such a pussy, man.
Do you feel better now? Are you okay?
Telling the story right now, I'm getting anxiety.
You still feel bad?
I'm getting like I'm starting to sweat, man. I'm nervous. I can
you
smell
know what?
pancakes.
I'm gonna pray for your soul tonight. Wow, if you would have fucked her at IHOP, that would be kind of. I'd like to fuck at IHOP. I've never fucked it. I like to fuck in public places.
We ended up we did have good sex though at one point. And,
you
like,
fucked
when
her
I
again?
learned how to when I was like because in that time because I didn't have a place to go that time, so we did it in my car. It's some new real estate developments. Some shit. It was so weird.
I like that you continued to fuck her. Like,
God, man.
Was she
what
hot?
What was she thinking?
Was she
was
hot?
all right. She was all right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what she was thinking. I've been married. She was thinking, I've been married a long time. I have 6 kids. Not that many guys hit on me. I work at IHOP. I need attention. It feels good. I'm telling you, when I was married, like any guy that would flirt with me, I would like flirt back
And
just
she
because
was like,
you need attention. You're like the married, especially I was young and I would go out with all my girlfriends would get hit on and they'd be like, oh, that's Kate, she's married, and guys would just ignore me. So I would be like, talk to me. I was desperate. That's why.
She was like, I gotta fuck that fat kid.
Wow. Brian, I never asked you how you lost your virginity. Is there a good story there?
It was homecoming. Like I was 15 and me and my friend went on a double date with I had a girlfriend at the time. Like we were dating but not fucking yet. And we went on a double date, went back to his house afterwards. Parents were out of town. And so he's like, I'm going to go upstairs. You can take the bed downstairs. Let's make it, And I remember that it was when WrestleMania, I think 3 was on pay-per-view. I don't know if it was a replay or what, but I just remember WrestleMania 3 was on. And I remember like making out with her, boobs in my face, but like trying to watch WrestleMania 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be tough.
You're fucking to WrestleMania.
And
That's great. That'd be awesome if like every time you saw like Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels or like Hulk Hogan, you get a little mini boner because you remember that.
Yeah, and I do remember like watching a lot of it. But I don't remember it being good, like the sex being good or anything the first time.
It
Maybe
can't
because
be.
of it.
Are you sure you were with a girl? Yeah. You weren't just, this isn't one of those lucid memories of, no, I swear, WrestleMania.
But she actually, like, we ended up, because we didn't have a house, I couldn't go to my house to fuck, and she couldn't go to her house to fuck.
So parents are lame.
Yeah. So we would
let us have a place to fuck, Mom.
We would fuck all the time,
just everywhere.
Everywhere. And I think I actually have a joke in my act right now that's kind of about this. Actually, it's exactly about this, because there used to be a Little Caesars next to her house. And behind that Little Caesars, there was a dumpster with like a courtesy fence around the dumpster. And we would go in there and put pizza boxes on the ground and fuck because no one could see us because we're in this like fenced-in dumpster. And one time we were fucking, and this guy comes in, opens the door with like a bag of trash, and he goes, "Do you guys want any pizza?" Or like,
"You guys want any pizza?"
I think he thought we were like homeless runaways.
Of course he did. Who fucks? Dude, that's
I got on a pizza box. Not even a good pizza. Little Caesars. If you're gonna fuck on a pizza box, why Little Caesars?
That's like a scene from Law and Order. Like I would think like that was an assault. Like I would call the police and be like, like, who would think a girl would consensually be fucking you on the ground next to a dumpster?
She might have lied. Yeah. She would have been like, no, yeah.
But what's really crazy is that we would fuck like crazy because it was the first girl I ever had sex with, and so we were just fucking every second of our life. And one time she said she was pregnant. And she had a miscarriage or whatever it's called in the toilet. And
she might have.
Like it was like it looked pretty much like it was something
you
weird.
Saw it?
Yeah, she showed it to me.
Oh my God.
And then I broke up with her right after that. I was
did?
I was like, nah, that's gross.
Wait, she brought you in the bathroom to show you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just imagine if
that's like, how does that, oh man.
I was 15. And could you imagine my daughter or son would be almost 30.
Wow, that is crazy.
That would have changed my whole entire life.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's creepy. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, man. Why does that scare me? I'm like picturing this now. It's freaking me out, like a horror movie or something.
Like picturing the miscarriage in the toilet.
It looked like rigatoni or whatever that shell pasta with like the big.
Stop, please! I was gonna have Italian for dinner.
I just threw up in my mouth.
If you could tell
That's
me.
pretty good. That was a pretty good story. That's a pretty good story to end on, Brian. I think a girl showing you that. God, that was before cell phones. So she couldn't like take a photo. That'd be great. I love you guys. Thank you for coming in.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing. I love having you.
I love you.
I love having
awesome.
you. Where can people catch you guys coming up? What do you got coming up? Dustin, you go first.
Yeah, just check out tour dates at DustinYbarra.com.
Spell that, man.
Dustin,
Yeah,
Ybarra.
Ybarra.
I'll post it on Twitter.
Ybarra.
You know, everything I do is at deathsquad.tv. Got Kill Tony. We also do Ice House twice a month. We got one tonight with Dustin's going to be there. Maybe a surprise guest. And yeah, just go to our Redban on Twitter.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a great show tonight. People should come over there to the Ice House, and you guys know you can follow me at KateQFunny. Support the podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/KateQFunny, and check me out. I'm coming to DC Improv at the end of June, and then I got 3 tour dates in Florida. So just go check out my website. It's all there. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. See you next time. Bye. Oh, Brian, that story.